Hey there, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to FM Projects, and here we are with Yanbian FC, as usual. Hardcore mode, as you can see, no stars, no attributes. We don't need that stuff. We're looking right here at Wu Ping, who is sort of the hero so far of the save after his clean sheet in the last match out. Now, I'm going to tell you, starting this guy at goal goes against every single instinct in my body. He has a low self-belief, personality. He seems to be doing okay. He's only 15 years old, no experience whatsoever, and we were starting him at goal. The reason why is because we have a number of injuries that prevent us from starting the two goalkeepers that I spent big money on in the offseason. Both of them are out. Zhang Yan is out. He's got that little yellow injury on there, and it's going to be another 6 more days before he's back with us. And then Ho Yu, who was going to be our first choice goalkeeper, is out from between 8 days and 2 weeks. 6 more days means that we've got today with Wu Ping, and we're going to have another day afterwards. So look sharp. Fan Xiang is the leader of the squad, born leader personality, high leadership ratings, which is amazing. He and Yejie are the two born leaders that we have on this team. I've never had a single born leader on a football manager team before, let alone two. In the back we have Paulson and Adrian Sander as well. Adrian Sander is another new signing from us, obviously. Junin Ho on the right side. Tong Jun, another one of our defensive midfield specialists, plays together with Guan Hyokyu. We saw Guan Hyokyu yesterday. He scored a goal for us. Tang Xincheng up front, along with Han Jin, and then Huang Bowen, as well as Kim Kung Jin. Kim Kung Jin is a North Korean striker that we're going to get to know slowly as we move forward. And so it is. And we move on for our first home match of the season. This time we're facing against Beijing Renhe. Beijing Renhe also won their opening match 4-0. So we've got a little bit of pressure on us today. We want a result, and we want it big. You can see that the fans have come out in not in full force for us, but we have quite a few here in the stands. This is a large stadium, and for the Chinese third division, I would say this is a pretty good looking crowd, probably about 16,000 or so. You can see we're up there near the top of the standings, along with Beijing Renhe. Beijing University had their 7-0 win in the first game of the season, and we see what we can do. We'll see what we can do going forward as they kick off, and we play on defense. Now, I hope that you can see clearly what's happening here, because they've got the dark blue uniforms. We've got the red uniforms going on, so I'm not so sure about the color balance here in this save, but we do with it what we can. Beijing now kicking the ball around nicely here in the first 30 seconds, and that highlight thankfully comes to an end. I see attendance there, 21,000, so a little bit more than I thought. I thought maybe 15,000 just looking at it. 21,000 is pretty good. Kim Kuk-jin now back to Tang Xin-chung, apologies, back to Sander. Sander over to Mr. Kwon, over to Junin Ho. Junin Ho back to Sander, keeping hold of that ball nicely. It's Hong Jun now, and he finds his man, there's Huang Bowen, and he's offside. No, he's ruled onside. I thought for sure that he would be offside with that one, and we get a first look at the corner. It's Hong Jun now with the corner, and we just have our big boys standing there in the middle and see if someone can get a head on that one. And they get it, but it goes nowhere, and that is the end of the highlight. Beijing Renhe now with the ball forward. Fan Xiang's got that under control, back to Wu Ping. Wu Ping, I think, with his first touch of the game here early. Back to Paulson, and then we're working it quickly over to Mr. Kwon, back to Paulson, then back to Sander. Young Sander, 21 years old, over to Kwon again. A number of young players in this team, and we had a number of older signings as well. That ball forward didn't work out so well for Sander, and now as Hongjin has it under control again, back to Tang Xin-chung, over to Mr. Kim, the North Korean. And Mr. Kim gets a shot off, but the angle is wrong. Not too bad, though, for his first time out. Everybody's very curious to see what it's like to have a North Korean striker on your team. Not the best striker on the team, but one of the better ones, I would say. And I think we had a good steal with him. Huang Bowen trying to get around on that and score an easy goal, and is actually well defended by the Beijing Renhe goalkeeper. Junin Ho lost it, gained it back again, and he pops another one over there forward for Tang Xin-chung, who gets the nice crossover there to Han Jin, and nothing's going to stop Han Jin from getting that goal. Excellent goal by Han Jin. Very well done. 1-0 for Yanbian here before we're 10 minutes on. And, hey, this tactic's not too bad, isn't it? Tang Xin-chung here, and you know he's going to cross all day long, and it looks like it's headed for Huang Bowen, but Han Jin comes from out of nowhere and steals that one away from him. I hope that these boys can have a little talk afterwards and make sure that nobody's upset with anybody else for taking that goal away. Either one of them could have scored there from point-blank range. Huang Bowen now back to Han-jin. Han-jin up again. He's got a man, but he doesn't see him. Back to Fan Xiang. Fan Xiang now bringing it forward, keeping control of it. That's a bad pass to Paulson, but fortunately there was a referee there, wasn't a defender. Huang Bowen gets the goal. I think he's offside, and they've called it offside. Yes. And so much for that. Yeah, he's offside by a good 2 yards. Good heavens. Now, even with that goal being taken off, it looks like we moved up to first place, at least for the time being, but we'll see how long that lasts. Tongjian now. Tongjian has it back to Mr. Kwon, over to Junin Ho. And Junin Ho with a little shot on goal that grazes the top bar. It looks like it almost skidded alongside the top bar for a second there. That seemed to linger there at the top for quite some time, as if it was searching for a hole, a way in. Paulson gets it back over to Huang Bowen again, over to Tan Xingcheng, back to Mr. Kwon. Mr. Kwon over to Han-jin, and that's a beautiful pass to Huang Bowen, who just, unfortunately, is about a step or two offside. We're going to have to work with him on beating that offside trap. Fan Xiang now with the throw back to Mr. Kwon, over again with the cross to Tang, and our North Korean friend really set that one up for Tong there on the side. I'm sort of surprised that one didn't go in. That's a very, very nice pass in a very interesting position there. What a wonderful way to set it up, and the Beijing Renhe goalkeeper just happens to be in the right position. But they're looking good so far. Huang Bowen now with it, and let's see if he crosses it here. Crosses it to now back to Han-jin, who has a shot from range that just misses that top corner. That's a pretty inventive way to play, if I do say so myself. Beijing Renhe now with the ball in the box, and Huang Bowen takes it off of him. No foul called. I think we're lucky to get away with one there. And we have a break now with Han-jin coming up forward, and he's got a man. Does he see him? He sees him, but he goes back to Tang Xingcheng. And Tang Xingcheng has another shot from range that's somewhat ill-advised given the situation. Boy, we had what looked like a fast break there for a second, 2-on-1. So onwards we go, getting all the XG, getting numerous shots on target, and dominating the match so far, but we need more goals. 1-0 is not going to do it, my friends. Sander goes back to get that one over to Paulson, back to Fan Xiang. Tongjian now. Tongjian over to Han-jin. Han-jin over to Huang Bowen, and they've got Kim Kung-jin, and he's going to score that all day long. First goal for our North Korean star, Mr. Kim. Thank you very much, Mr. Kim, for your goal and your excellent service for us. I knew when we signed him that he would be an excellent player. We just hope that we can hold on to him, and that the political powers that be can be kept at bay for a while. And, he's going to score that goal 100 times out of 100. No way he's going to miss it. Bad move by the goaltender. He was in no man's land when that ball was moved forward, and Mr. Kim having an excellent game. Whooping now with a rare chance to touch the ball, and it's over to Tang Xingcheng now, 2-0 Yanbian. Back to Sander. Sander holds it over to Mr. Kwon, and Mr. Kwon has it over to Mr. Kim again, and boy, there was another chance for a goal by Han-jin, looking for his second, and had another nice position there taken off him, but here comes Fan Xiang now. Fan Xiang with the shot, testing the keeper there. That's actually one that we do like to see coming up on him, and might as well take a shot. You never know what's going to happen, and we're really bringing the game here to Beijing Renhe, I'll tell you that. This is the way that I like to see us play, up 2-0 here early, and playing quite well. And the match story so far is a story that I enjoy. This is a story that I could put my children to bed with, I'll tell you that. Everybody playing well. Everybody looks like they've got good fitness, and onwards we go. Huang Bowen now back to Sander, and we'll see if we get anything out of this. Looks like we're going to hold on for a little bit. Mr. Kwon now over to Tang Xingcheng, back to Sander, over to Tongjian, then back to Sander. And now Mr. Kim has it over to Junin Ho. Junin Ho over to Huang Bowen, and boy, they had Tang Xingcheng in a good position, though I think he was offside. Fan Xiang now, and that one sort of grazes off of the head of, who is this, Huang Bowen, almost like he wasn't expecting it to be there. I think he was in an offside position anyway, so it's probably a good thing that he didn't get around on that for a shot. Not a excellent play by him, but it's okay. Huang Bowen now with the free kick that just misses going in. That's put out for a throw in a really kind of awkward position, and here comes that low throw in, and we get a cross out of it, but nothing going. Mr. Kim Kung-jin now, and he's fouled. He's fouled there, and that's got to be a penalty inside the box. And now I think Mr. Kwon is going to take this. I think he's our best penalty taker. Yes, here comes Kwon Hyung-gu. And Kwon Hyuk-gyu, apologies, scores that one for his second of the season. And boy, I tell you, he's coming out as one of the real stars this season. He's a record signing. South Korean, I believe he's under 21 international, and he's a very, very good player. And I'm surprised that we were able to get him on this squad. Really one of these excellent players that we have is he takes the ball off the Beijing Renhe player again, and here comes Juninho, and we've got a cross over there for Hanjin looking for his second. He's a little bit jealous, I think, of all the attention paid to the nice-looking, the handsome Korean specialist behind him in midfield. Beijing Renhe now with the ball, a little bit of an attack, and that's not going anywhere. That's not getting past Fan Xiang. And Mr. Kwon is there again to take it off of him. His pass, unfortunately, runs astray. Hanjin, though, able to go back, run it back down. Here comes Fan Xiang again with another bit of offensive play, and he should have been called. There should have been a foul there, I think. Nothing called, though, by the referee. Tan Xingcheng now finally takes it under control, and he moves it up slowly. No need to worry. And over to Mr. Kwon, who's got Hwang Bo-wen in a can't-miss position, but unfortunately he was offside anyway. Surprised to see him not be able to put that one away like he should, and it looks like it's time to make a few preliminary substitutions here. Sanders not having a great game. We're going to take him out. We're going to take a look here at Juan David Torres, who's another one of our new signings. Of course, any player here who has a non-Chinese name, is a new signing. We'll take a look at Breno as well. And I think those are the two subs that we're going to make for the time being, and we will see what impact all of this has for us. So far, so good, though. We're playing well. This is what we like to see here in the early going. Early going into this season, this is, as I said, a key game for us because Beijing Renhe is one of the other teams that we really have to worry about here at giving us a few challenges. It was a good offensive play, but a poor shot by Hwang Bo-wen, who's not been impressing me here so far in the early going. But he'll take this corner. Maybe he gets a good corner for us. Let's see. Corner comes up, and unfortunately not much is going for him. A little bit of stuttering here, by the way, I say as I'm looking here at the game itself. And you know what? I can see that it looks like we have the ad boards back, which tells me that there was probably some sort of overnight Football Manager update that I have ignored. We'll take that off before tomorrow's match, so hopefully we'll be able to, as Wu-Ping makes a big save on that free kick, hopefully we'll be able to get rid of some of this video stuttering that we're seeing. It's not exactly the ideal setup that I have for you here because I'm playing on the same computer I'm using OBS to record on. I know that that's not what most people recommend. Breno with it now, going back to Torres. Torres over to Mr. Kwon. Back to Torres. I tell you, Mr. Kwon is not the captain, but he sure is the leader out there on the pitch. You can see that. Hwang Bo-wen there with a beautiful interception. That's going to be a goal every day of the week. Hwang Bo-wen, after having a very, very quiet game so far up front, gets his goal, 4-0 for us, and this one's turning into another laughter. That's a not exactly a great job there by Tang Xincheng, but he manages to get around that, taking the ball straight away from the defender, and gets that cross over there, and Hwang Bo-wen, of course, not going to score any easier goals than that. 4-0 for us, and we've completely dominated this game. Beijing Renhe only 4 shots, only 1 on target, which means that Wu-Ping, with his low self-belief, can continue to sit in the back and think those philosophic thoughts about life and existence and what in the world he's doing here while the rest of the boys go out and play football. And we are coming to the end of this match now, and it looks like we have come to the end of the highlights. Unless something dramatic happens here at the very end, it looks like this is likely going to be all. And here we have the ever-present final highlight just to let you see the end of the match, and that is that, and we win another one 4-0. And I want to thank you for coming along with us and watching this. If you liked it, as always, hit the like button. Subscribe. We'll have one of these every single day for you. And, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this. In addition to that, if you want to know more about this, come check out the blog. There's a link down below in the description. Check it out, and you can read more about the story, more about the players, and we have a lot more story here coming for you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.